Well, no one really likes handing over money to the banks, especially when it comes to paying the interest on our credit cards. Well, one woman who owes more than $10,000 is trying to bypass the banks by looking for someone to buy the debt. She'll then pay the interest to that person at the going rate.
With my credit card, I bought my bedroom suite, I brought the linen on the bed, I brought the lounge suite, I brought the sideboard and all the ornaments, I brought the coffee table, and I brought the bookcase, and then of course I brought the laptop, which has got my holiday where I went to Airlie Beach.
And why wouldn't you when you have one, two or more of these? But with these comes this.
I owe over $14,000 on my Virgin credit card. I've been very, very silly. I've always been brought up that if you didn't have the cash, you couldn't buy anything, and I've just got myself into a hole.
Sick of paying the banks the high interest, Helen's looking for a saviour.
Buy my debt and I'll pay the interest, and this will be the best deal you have ever had. There might be just somebody out there that would like to pay my credit card, and then I pay them back monthly, but they also get the interest and not the banks. And I'm sure there's lots of people out there that would want to do the same.
Helen's not the only one stirring up a customer revolution.
I think people should simply bite the bullet and refuse to pay their credit card bills.
How much in total do you owe?
About 130.
130,000.
Yeah, something like that.
Can you pay it back?
Not now, but slowly.
What have you spent the money on?
Surviving. You know, basically trying to keep afloat, keep doing what you have to do.
In the business of selling instruments, musician Thomas Pinchoff couldn't say no to pre-approved credit card limits of $50,000.
I'm sure a lot of people have fallen into this trap, and I must say it is a trap because it really is predatory lending.
Ultimately, they're a business. They're trying to make a profit. They're not a community service.
Dr. Paul Harrison of Deakin University wrote a report on credit card spending.
Look, it's a huge money spinner for the banks. It's you know, one of their big areas of income, and the reason is because there's been a shift in a sense for people thinking about credit not as debt but as their own money, and the banks know this.
I felt like it was my money to spend, and I didn't think about the paying back part of it. Say the first time I was on the $5,000, and then the banks would offer me $8,000. And then, of course, I'd take that, and then I'd go out and I'd buy something else, or I'd go on a holiday, and then they would increase it again.
Same with me if I move up.
Interest rate expert Andrew Willink from Rate City says there are ways to combat the credit card crunch.
Reduce your cards to one. Find a credit card with a 0% balance transfer, or transfer your debt to a mortgage, which is a much lower interest rate.
He suggests 3 low-rate credit cards, MeQ Visa
at 8.99%, but it has 0 free days and an annual fee of $59.
Bank West at 10.99%.
It has a 0% balance transfer and also an ongoing fee of $59.
And the Aussie MasterCard
At 11.74, $59 annual fee and a 2.99% balance transfer for 12 months.
The Australian Bankers Association declined to comment, but in a statement explains the reason rates are lower on mortgages is because they are secured against property, whereas with credit cards, there is no such security. Therefore, the risk to banks is higher.
As for paying others' debts,
Helen has a novel idea, and of course, to make sure that the lender gets the money back, documentation and a contract would be very important for this particular exchange.
Once I pay this credit card off, I will never get a credit card again as long as I live.
Yeah, Helen went a bit mad, didn't she? But she might have started something there. If you want to buy Helen's debt, just get in touch. And if you have a story, we want to know about it, send us an email or give us a call.